Okay, this is my experimental Remains of the Day journal. Remains of the Day is a class by Marianne Moss. It's an online class, and her blog site is called Dispatch from LA. And if you went to that blog site and looked at Remains of the Day, you could get this class, and it runs continually once you start. But this is my experimental one because I wasn't sure I would like it or I would be able to do it because I'm not much of a person for sewing, except for I have all this great material here. So I tested it out with kids' jeans, worn out kids' jeans, and when I finished it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I didn't like it. But now, looking at it now, I actually like it, so it may be better than I thought. So this is how the journal looks. Let's see, it's difficult this way. Okay. And it's closed with a wraparound binding. And see, here has a little pocket you could put your glasses or your iPad in, or your phone, whatever you want to carry with you. And it has a wraparound cover like that. This is the inside where you can see all the stitching from putting the cover together. Now, I made all kinds of mistakes in this, so it was a good thing I did a experiment, but it was also really fun. I had really a good time doing it. So I'm just going to walk you through the pages. Just a little applique paper and cloth. I have these little flowers I got I got a whole bag of them somewhere, some junk store in Nebraska. And this is scrapbook paper, pieces that don't fit anything. And this is the way Marianne tells you to do it, like one stitching to hold on each thing, so they're not all tight down or anything. And this does not have any additions to it yet. So this is the top of the book. And it's paper and cloth put together. And this is a transparent page. There's some more applique flowers and maps. I used everything I had. Ribbons, scraps of paper, maps, old collage elements to make these things. Here's old stamping patterns that I tried. And some ribbon. I put a stamp, what is this called? Waste from labels. And here's material stitched on, paper stitched on. This is homemade decorative tape. You can stick things in here. See, this is the place to put things in, like pictures or postcards. The back of that envelope. And some old, let's see, background paper I made. Another transparent page, but postcards and photos and stuff will go in there. And this is a page with a Hambly transparency on one side, so you can still see the roses coming through. So this is my little roses section. And all these funny patterns like this, these are, what's this? Oops, torn now. Envelope, window envelopes, you know, from your bills, because they have all these funny patterns inside. And this one was green. And then I just stuffed a paper down inside there for a picture. And then I'll write on here and glue things on. And here's another transparency, so pictures and papers will go in there. This is another bill envelope with a different pattern. It makes a window to the next page. And here it makes a better window this way. And see, I have old ledger pages and modern old ledger pages. And this is some background paper I made myself. Oops, I'm getting off the camera, sorry. And here's a pocket made out of a bill envelope. And some, you know, dollar bin from Michael's. Old doily, maps, old music. It was really fun to do this. I don't know why it was so fun. Here's another envelope with a window in it showing Australia. Used up a bunch of old maps that really weren't worth anything because they're inaccurate. And ribbon. More ribbon. This is a tea bag with stamped on acrylic paint. Another applique. And another transparency page. Another envelope with the decoration on the outside. It gets really fun. The only pieces that got more than one stitch on it was something that, if there's something else, had to be stitched onto it too. And this is a Hambly transparency stuck across there, so I could put things inside. And this is just a picture, you know, some magazine pictures and old scrapbook paper that just scraps left over, and some more of my own background paper. And this is a nice working hand. I read a blog somewhere this week about nice working hands. You know, fingernails and good sturdy hands that can work. Piece of material. Another Hambly transparency that stuff can get stuck underneath. Another envelope pocket with chocolates in it. I thought that looked pretty yummy. Window through. And it uses up all these small scraps of material they have laying around here for some reason. Now I did make mistakes. I did things upside down that I meant to do right side up. This was going to be the other way up. This was going to look like a theater curtain hanging down. You see, if I turned it around you would see it like that, but then nothing would stay in the pocket. So it's now like this. Here's another Hambly transparency over some weak corner, so made it more strong. Some pretty ribbon. And these were just little scraps of paper I had never got around to throwing them out. Old ledger paper from 1942. Another little pocket under this tiny scrap of material that was too pretty to throw away. Little window over to something else. I don't know if I could stick something in there. I could put something in there. And here's another, I could put something in there. And I will. Another little pocket. You know, so if you did a journal for a couple weeks and you had parking vouchers and tickets from plays and that kind of thing, that's what you'd put in here. Here's another completely upside down page. You know, you do what you do. And here's a little peekaboo. Didn't figure that out until very end. And I will write on these big spaces here. And here's the other side of that completely upside down page. See, so stuff will stick in there. And my friend Anna, online friend Anna, sent us this French script. And for some reason I wanted ribbons on that page, so there they are. And here's another little teeny pocket with a stick-on, a diamond stick-on. Pretty magazine page. More of Anna's French script. Magazine pictures. More ledger paper, some art magazine. Another nice working hand here. And a map. And fabric and ribbon and collage. And the inside back cover. And this is my experimental journal. And I call it that because I didn't know if I'd like it, so I just used old stuff. I wouldn't care if I lost it. And here's another little pocket. And then to keep it all together. Now, the recommendation in her class is that you have that many signatures that I put in there. Signatures are sets of pages. And I gotta tell you, once I start adding things into this journal, it's gonna be darned fat. It's gonna be a big, fat, bulky thing. So it's a good thing I have this strap. And I think I made the strap just a little bit too short. But we'll see how it goes. And since it's an experiment, can't really go too wrong. Okay, there's my experimental Remains of the Day by Marianne Moss. Dispatchfromla.com if you want to try yours. And stay tuned and I'll show you one that's not so experimental. I've already started it and I already made so many mistakes. It's going to be like, okay, so maybe all of them are experimental. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.